हेलो फ्रेंड्स मो रंजीत OSSC WEO प्रीलिम सिलेबस अनुसार सोशियो इकोनॉमिक एंड पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन रिगार्डिंग किछि क्वेश्चंस नेकी आसीछि वीडियो कंप्लीट देखंतु एवं थरे क्विक रिवीजन करि नियंतु तो चलंतु देरी न करिकि स्टार्ट करिवा। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन प्राइस इंडेक्स इज ए स्टैटिस्टिकल डिवाइस इकोनॉमिक डिवाइस सोशल डिवाइस बोथ ए एंड बी तार करेक्ट आंसर हम बोथ ए एंड बी। प्राइस इंडेक्स गोटे मेजर जहाँ द्वारा मेडिकल केयर हो फूड हो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन हो गुड्स हो ए सब प्राइसेस रो वेटेड एवरेज एग्जामिन करा जाए। नेक्स्ट द मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियम फॉर ए कमोडिटी इज डिटरमाइंड बाय इक्विलिब्रियम ना रू ही जानी पारथुवे कोन होबो यार आंसर द मार्केट सप्लाई of the commodity the balancing of the forces of demand and supply for the commodity तो करेक्ट आंसर हम ऑप्शन नंबर बी कौन कह जाउची मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियम यार माने होची सप्लाई इन द मार्केट इज इक्वल टू द डिमांड इन द मार्केट से यही जगह लिखा जाइए द बैलेंसिंग ऑफ द फोर्सेस ऑफ डिमांड एंड सप्लाई फॉर द कमोडिटी। नेक्स्ट हु कंप्यूट्स द नेशनल इनकम इन इंडिया गोटे ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सी हला नेशनल स्टैटिस्टिकल ऑफिस clear NSO। What do we deduct from the gross national product to get the net national product कौन डिडक्ट करिवा GNP रु जे हमको मिलिबो NNP तारा करेक्ट आंसर हबो लॉस किंबा डेप्रिसिएशन नेट नेशनल प्रोडक्ट NNP जोटा सेटा कहा सहित समान GNP माइनस लॉस क्लियर। नेक्स्ट व्हाट इज गिनी कोफिशिएंट यूज्ड फॉर गिनी कोफिशिएंट कौन टू मेजर इनकम इक्वालिटी टू मेजर इनकम इनइक्वालिटी तार आंसर हम टू मेजर इनकम इनइक्वालिटी गिनी कोफिशिएंट द्वारा कौन है परिबो कंट्री रो इनकम इनइक्वालिटी मेजर करा जाई परिबो किंबा हमें कहि परिबा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इनकम मध्य मेजर करा जाई परिबो आ ये होची गोटे इंडिकेटर इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट गोटे कंट्री रो जानिबा पई ठीक अछि। आम ए बेसी किसी एक्सप्लेनेशन एटसेट्रा ना कारण आम रिविजन पर्पज रे वीडियो करूचे तो ये आम केवल रिविजन करवा स्पीड रे व्हिच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स इज करेक्टली मैच्ड कोटा करेक्टली मैच अच्छी बोली कहे जो जगह क्वेश्चन शुणी पारे कि पढ़ी पारे वीडियो पॉज करेंगे क्वेश्चन निजे पढ़े आंसर कौन हम डिसाइड करेंगे देन प्ले करेंगे तार करेक्ट आंसर हम ऑप्शन नंबर बी रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया क्रेडिट पॉलिसी जोटा कि भूल अच्छी। Next, which one of the following represents at least in part investment in human capital? Correct answer of all of the above. Formal education, on the job training, better healthcare and nutrition. Next, what is meant by autarky in international trade? Correct answer of the idea of self sufficiency and no international trade by a country गोटे कंट्री रू बाहर को किसी जीवन इंपोर्ट होबनी कि एक्सपोर्ट भी होबनी बाहर को किसी जीवन की बाहर को किसी आसीबनी बुझियला। नेक्स्ट among the following sectors which contributes most to the saving in India को सेक्टर रू अधिक सेविंग मिलुची करेक्ट आंसर हम प्राइवेट कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर। नेक्स्ट What is an ecomark? Ecomark कौन? Correct answer will be option number B. A scheme for leveling environment friendly consumer product. Relate करी परिबे eco रू environment friendly consumer product. Indicative planning is implemented by the country. को country द्वारा implement हेतिला indicative planning तारा correct answer हम France. Which one of the following statements is not correct? या तो को स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट नुह वीडियो पॉज करके ऑप्शंस पढ़ंतु देन प्ले करिवे तो यार करेक्ट आंसर हम कमर्शियल बैंक्स डिक्रीज द सप्लाई ऑफ मनी व्हेन दे परचेज गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स फ्रॉम हाउस होल्डर्स और बिजनेसेस। द इंडियन प्लानिंग कमिशन वाज सेट अप इन केबे सेट अप करा जैतले इंडियन प्लानिंग कमिशन तार करेक्ट आंसर हम 1950 रे। द लार्जेस्ट ऑफ ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट GDP इन इंडिया कम्स फ्रॉम बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है गला कोड आसुची तो करेक्ट आंसर हम सर्विस सेक्टर रू ठीक अछि सर्विस सेक्टर। नेक्स्ट प्लानिंग कमिशन इज कौन स्टैट्यूटरी नॉन स्टैट्यूटरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एडहॉक बॉडी एडहॉक रो मीनिंग होची टेम्पररी बॉडी ठीक अछि तार करेक्ट आंसर कोन हबो नॉन स्टैट्यूटरी बॉडी वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स इज कोन वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स कोन an ad valorem tax on domestic final consumption collected at all stages between production and point of final sale chairman of planning commission is समस्त जानिछे prime minister which one of the following is correct about 12th 5-year plan याद्रो कोटा correct about 12th 5-year plan 12th 5-year plan aims to sustain inclusive growth which started in 11th plan ठीक अछि sorry which one of the following is correct about 12th 5-year plan 12th 5-year plan of Indian economy is from 2011 to 2016 यार भूल अछि बोले 12th 5-year plan aims to grow GDP at the rate of 10% 12th 5-year plan aims to sustain inclusive which started in ठीक अछि ऑप्शन सी होबो यार करेक्ट आंसर ठीक अछि नेक्स्ट इन इंडिया 5-year plan is formulated by कहा द्वारा 5-year plan formulate होतला तो करेक्ट आंसर होबो प्लानिंग कमीशन which one of the following is the objective of the 12th 5-year plan of India ऑब्जेक्टिव कोन 12th 5-year plan रो तो करेक्ट आंसर होबो फास्टर सस्टेनेबल एंड मोर इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ indicative planning is a कौन rigid comprehensive autocratic flexible indicative planning flexible in India which of the following have the highest share in the disbursement of credit to agriculture and allied activities कहारो highest share अछि commercial bank cooperative bank regional rural bank microfinance institutions तो correct answer होबो commercial banks who is the founder of Indian Overseas Bank founder किए M. Chidambaram Chettiar. Option A होगा correct answer. Next, rolling plan was suggested by. Correct answer होगा Gunnar Myrdal. Which one of the following factors is taken account to calculate the balance of payment (BOP) of a country? क्यों factor को consider करा जाए? Correct answer होगा all of the above. Current account, changes in the foreign exchange reserve, errors and omissions, all of the above ठीक अछि in India railway is reserved for public sector private sector MNC either A or B तो गोटे ही single answer public sector which one of the following unemployment is also known as such unemployment which occurs at the time period between jobs when a worker is searching for or transitioning from one job to another वीडियो पॉज करी क्वेश्चन थरे पढंतु which one of the following unemployment is also known as such unemployment which occurs at the time period between jobs when a worker is searching for or transitioning from one job to another तो करेक्ट आंसर हबो frictional unemployment कोन हबो frictional unemployment in public sector the share of the government should be more than 51% ରୁ ଅଧିକ ହେଇଥିବା ଦରକାର foreign direct investment FDI is investment directly into production in a country by a company located in another country then which one of the following modes is correct about the FDI FDI is investment directly into production in a country by a company located in another country बाहर company रो so then which one of the following modes is correct about the FDI the correct answer habo both A and B buying a company in the target country expanding operations of an existing business in that country joint sector concept was propounded kaha dwara aitila joint sector concept the correct answer habo datta committee kona datta committee the sum total of incomes received for the services of labor land or capital is called correct answer habo national income share of government in joint sector should be केतरु केते हितिबा दरकार correct answer हबो 26% ରୁ 51% पर्यंत हितिबा दरकार Mixed economy means an economy where there is coexistence of public sector along with private sector. There is coexistence of public sector along with private sector. Which of the following bodies finalizes the 5-year plan proposals? National Development Council. National Development Council. Economic survey is published by. Economic survey is published by. बहुत basic questions सब अच्छी थी. तारा correct answer अब Ministry of Finance. Deputy Chairman of Planning Commission holds the rank of. Deputy Chairman of Planning Commission holds the rank of Cabinet Minister. Cabinet Minister. Rolling plan was Rolling plan was designed for the period. अठस्तरी रु 83 मसीहा पर्यंत होता बट 2 वर्ष पाखापाखि चलला चललानी. Financial resources are allocated between center and states by. Finance Commission. Which committee's recommendations are being followed for estimating poverty line in India? Lakadwala Committee. In which 5-year plan the priority given to become self-reliant? Most important 5-year plan को लेके क्वेश्चन आसीबार चांस मध्ये अछि. तार करेक्ट आंसर हो थर्ड 5-year plan. Unemployment which occurs when workers move from one job to another job is known as. Frictional unemployment. टिके समय पूरा सेम क्वेश्चन बट लैंग्वेज डिफरेंट थिला करिथिले. Second 5-year plan was based on Mahalanobis model. The type of unemployment mostly found in India can be characterized by. Mostly found in India. Unemployment. Disguised. Priority to heavy industries was given for the first time in. Second 5-year plan. Devaluation means ता अर्थ कोन devaluation रो माने. Lowering of the value of one currency in comparison of some foreign currency. Lowering of the value of one currency in comparison of some foreign currency. Who decides repo rate, reserve repo rate and bank rate? RBI. Hard currency is defined as currency which can hardly be used for international transactions, which is used in times of war, which loses its value very fast, traded in foreign exchange market for which demand is persistently relative to the supply. The correct answer is traded in foreign exchange market for which demand is persistently relative to supply. Since independence, import of petrol is allowed through open general license, restricted list, canalization, negative list. The correct answer is canalization. Next, for regulation of the insurance trade in the country, the government has formed. गोटे ही अछि IRDA. Next, the book The Theory of Economic Growth was written by. The Theory of Economic Growth was written by A. Lewis. Arthur Lewis. Which one of the following is not true about the Reserve Bank of India? Not true about the Reserve Bank of India. ₹1 notes and coins are issued by RBI. This is not true about Reserve Bank of India. Which central agency issues currency notes on behalf of the central government? RBI. The book Planned Economy for India was written by के लिखिଛନ୍ତି? Planned Economy for India, written by M. Viswesvaraya. What are gilt-edged securities? What are gilt-edged securities? Securities issued by the joint venture companies. Before independence, People's Plan was drafted by M.N. Roy. Jawaharlal Nehru was influenced by Fabian socialism. Objective test of social welfare maximization was devised by Objective test of social welfare maximization was devised by Pareto. Correct answer of option number B. Participatory notes are associated with which one of the following? Participatory notes are associated with which one of the following? Foreign institutional investors. Welfare aspect becomes important in case where redistribution of national income takes place. Welfare aspect becomes important in case where redistribution of national income takes place. Repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends to bank. एजारे बहुत कन्फ्यूजन हुअंती, मोर भी बहुत टाइम कन्फ्यूजन नहीं जाए जदि स्पीड रे थिबो. तो रेपो रेट आरबीआई जेतले बैंक को दिए लोन आकारे. Who stated that welfare increase if at least one person is made better off with no change in the position of others? Who stated that welfare increase if at least one person is made better off with no change in the position of other? Pareto. In India, the bank NABARD does not provide refinance to scheduled commercial banks, regional rural banks, export-import banks. Next. Social welfare function was introduced by Bakson. Next. Open market operations of a central bank are sale and purchase of. Open market operations of a central bank are sale and purchase of government securities. Which index is used by RBI to decide repo rate and measure inflation? गोटे ही अछि WPI, wholesale price index. The place where bankers meet and settle their mutual claims and accounts is known as. The place where bankers meet and settle their mutual claims and accounts is known as clearinghouse. The term Hindu rate of growth was conceptualized by Raj Krishna. If the cash reserve ratio is lowered by the central bank, what will be its effect on credit creation? कौन होबो सेतले? Decrease, increase. If the cash reserve ratio CRR is lowered by the central bank, what will be its effect on credit creation? Increase. Equality in rural areas can be brought by. Equality in rural areas can be brought by land reforms. Next. The main function of the Exim Bank is. Function of Exim Bank is to promote exports and curtail imports. Next. ठीक अछि. Who acts as banker to the Indian government? RBI. Which bank gives long-term loans of, not of farmers, only long-term loans to farmer? Correct answer is rural banks. Which is or are characteristics of poverty? Poverty ro characteristic kona? Most of them are living in rural areas, low income, low quality of human resources. तो सही हिसाब रे all of the above. The standard of living in a country is represented by its in national income, per capita income, poverty ratio, unemployment rate. Standard of living in a country is represented by per capita income. Rate of growth of population. अच्छा, per capita income केमिति बाहर करा जाय कमेंट बॉक्स रे कमेंट करके जणाबे ता फार्मूला कोन. Rate of growth of population is high in underdeveloped countries due to high birth rate, low death rate, both A and B. The correct answer is both A and B. Which is the best measure of economic growth of a country? GNP, GDP, net revenue, none of the above. Best measure of economic growth of a country, जानिबा पई GNP. Sectors which are included in infrastructure are sectors which are included in infrastructure are transport, communication, energy, all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Which of the following is not true about vote on account? Which of the following is not true about vote on account? It is a budget presented in the parliament to cover the deficit left by the last budget. It is a budget presented in the parliament to cover the deficit left by the last budget. The theory of drain of wealth from India to Britain was developed by. The theory of drain of wealth from India to Britain was developed by Dadabhai Naoroji. Which one of the following statement is correct? Fiscal deficit, revenue deficit, both fiscal and revenue deficit, neither fiscal deficit nor revenue deficit. Correct answer is fiscal deficit. Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act FRBMA concern. ठीक ଅଛି, fiscal deficit. Industrial Revolution transferred power to. Industrial Revolution transferred power to merchant class. Merchant class. Who among the following Indian freedom fighters made an attempt to estimate the per capita income of India? किए फर्स्ट टाइम अटेम्प्ट करथिले फ्रीडम फाइटर पर कैपिटा इनकम बाहर करिया पई एस्टिमेट करिया पई? करेक्ट आंसर हो दादाभाई नारोजी. अच्छा, केउ वर्ष को ईयर रे कमेंट बॉक्स रे कमेंट करिवे. नेक्स्ट, feudalistic economy is predominantly urban, agrarian, industrial, none of the above. Agrarian habo. Feudalistic economy is predominantly agriculture related. Which among the following formulates fiscal policy? ये formulate करे fiscal policy. Finance Ministry. Finance Ministry. Which department is the nodal department for overseeing the public finance management system in the central government of India? Nodal department कौन होता है? Correct answer है Department of Expenditure. Department of Expenditure. What is recession? Recession कौन? Rise in the cost of production, increase in the money supply, reduction in production and employment for want to sufficient demand for goods. तो correct answer है reduction. Recession ना रोही जानी पड़ते obviously reduction negative किछे ही थी वो. Martian theory of evolution of economy is referred to. Martian theory of evolution referred to dialectica, materialism. Dialectica, materialism. Which committee was constituted for reforms in tax structure? Which committee was constituted for reforms in tax structure? Correct answer is Chelia committee. Kona Chelia committee. Which of the following monetary policy tools is used by RBI to control inflation? Which of the following monetary policy tools is used by RBI to control inflation? Repo rate. This is repo rate. The area under the special exports zones has been declared foreign territory. This means the area under the special export zones has been declared foreign territory. तामाने होची goods brought from the SEZ जोटा कि मेंशन अछि special export zone to the domestic tariff area are to be treated as imported goods. Industrial revolution took place in France, Germany, Britain, America. Britain रे. Which of the following sectors does not come under tertiary sector? कोटा tertiary sector आसुनी. Transport, trade, business services, electricity. This is electricity. For the takeoff stage to take place, minimum rate of investment needs each 5%, 7%, 10%, 20%, 10%. In which stage self-sustained growth takes place? Self-sustained growth takes place. In which stage? Drive to maturity. Drive to maturity. Which tax is collected by Panchayat? Which tax is collected by Panchayat? Tax on local fares. Tax on local fares. Mixed economy was the character of capitalism, socialism, feudalism, both A and B. both A and B. Capitalism, socialism ताकू कुआ जीवो mixed economy. अच्छा हम इंडिया कैपिटलिज्म कि सोशलिज्म कि फ्यूडलिज्म कि मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी कमेंट बॉक्स रे कमेंट करके जणाबे. ब्रेंट इंडेक्स इज एसोसिएटेड विथ Brent index is associated with crude oil prices. If RBI increases repo rate, then what may be its impact on the Indian economy? Repo rate बढ़ी गले Indian economy पर कौन impact पड़िबो? Inflation will reduce, inflation will increase, reserve repo rate will decrease, credit will be cheaper. The correct answer है inflation कमी जीवो. What is the share of state government in RRB's regional rural bank? State government रो केते परसेंट था RRB regional rural bank रे 15%. When the base effect is considered while measuring inflation, then that is called as. When the base effect is considered while measuring inflation, then that is called as. Headline inflation. कौन headline inflation? Which of the following section of the Banking Regulation Act 1949 allows RBI for mergers? Who section रे mention अछि? Section 45. Section 45. Which of the following sections of RBI Act provides central bank the authority to print currency note? Who section में mention अछि? ये सब बहुत basic जिनस जानिबा जिनस. बेसी deep question नुह आई गुडको. Section 22. Which of the following does not come under the classification of commercial banks? कोटा आसुनी commercial bank under रे. Payments bank. कौन? Payments bank. Dash is a category of money supply that includes all physical money such as coins and currency, demand deposits, and other liquid assets held by the central bank. Broad money, near money, liquid assets, narrow money. Correct answer is narrow money. Dash is the initiative taken by the RBI for those living in villages or other remote areas who are deprived of banking services. Kiosk banking. CMBS are short-term bills issued by the central government. What does C in CMBS stands for? C रो full form कौन? Cost, cash, common, credit. Cash. ठीक अछि. CMB रो full form comment box रे comment करिके जणेबे. FATF is an international organization that prevents money laundering and terrorist financing. What does A in FATF stand for? Association Action Asset Abolition. Action. Financial Action Task Force. ATMs which are set off and owned by non-bank entity is called. WLA. White label. Which of the following types of banking offers all kinds of financial services like banking, insurance, mutual funds, etc.? Which of the following types of banking offers all kinds of financial services like banking, insurance, mutual funds, etc.? Universal banking. In context with the business and banking, what is CRAR? Capital to risk asset ratio. Capital to risk asset ratio. During which 5-year plan the Khadi and Village Industries Commission was established? Second 5-year plan. What is the value added tax? VAT. Value added tax VAT. जोड़ा केबे लागुनी तारा correct answer हबो. A single tax that replaces state taxes like surcharge, turnover tax, etc. Which of the following agricultural commodity of India gives largest in terms of export value? Which of the following agricultural commodity of India gives largest in terms of export value? Tea, basmati rice. Basmati rice. The Reserve Bank of India follows the principle of reciprocity and single mode of presence with respect to the private banks, foreign banks, regional rural banks, urban cooperative banks. Correct answer of foreign banks. The Reserve Bank of India follows the principle of reciprocity and single mode of presence with respect to the foreign banks. The direct taxes code is related to which among the following? Correct answer, income tax. Which of the following is issued by RBI for sterilization of the capital inflows? Which of the following is used by RBI for sterilization of the capital inflows? Open market operations. Which among the following is not an account under balance of payment? Balance of payment under code asuni. Official reserves account. What is the aggregate of the gross balances of primary income of all resident institutional units known as? What is the aggregate of the gross balances of primary income of all resident institutional units known as? Gross national income. Real national income increases in which of the following circumstances? Real national income increases in which of the following circumstances? When the production of goods and services increases, obviously. Which 5-year plan highlighted the modernization of industries? 8th 5-year plan highlighted the modernization of industries. Which among the following is not the role of agriculture in the Indian economy? Which one of the following is not the role of agriculture in the Indian economy? Largest export provider, largest employment provider, not koichi na. Largest export provider. How many focus sectors are there under Make in India initiative? How many focus sectors are there under Make in India initiative? 25 sectors. When was Startup India started? Startup India kebe start hula? 2016. Which among the following sector does not feature in the IIP calculation? Agricultural sector. The economic survey is usually presented dash before the union budget. The economic survey is usually presented dash before the union budget. Correct answer aba first one day. The railway budget is part of the central budget. Part of the central budget, railway budget. The transformation curve is also known as demand curve, supply curve, production possibility curve, indifference curve. Production possibility curve. The transformation curve is also known as production possibilities curve. The backward class leader who participated in the first self-respect conference was Dr. Ambedkar, Irataimalai Srinivasan, Sami Sahajananda. Correct answer of option number C. Sami Sahajananda. These are some questions. Best of luck to all. Thank you for watching.